$900, God forbid I get sick. There's a million things that I need to do and pay for. If you own a small tax, bookkeeping, or accounting firm, and you need to come up with money quickly and you don't know how to run ads or have money for ads, you need $1,000 by the next week. Hi, my name is Charles Lykoff. I'm a fractional CFO. I'm going to show you exactly how to get a fractional CFO client without running ads in the next week. Because otherwise we can't have you just eating beef sticks to save your life. So first off, let's get all this out of the way and we'll get started here. How to get a client in 1 week. Number one, right? Rules. No ads. 2, free. All right. The first thing that I would do is Facebook groups. I got my first fractional CFO client in a Facebook group. Here's what I did is they posted in a Facebook group saying they need help. They're in an e-commerce business owner Facebook group. So I'd find a Facebook group that has people who you can sell, who you can serve in there who have problems. So Facebook groups where we want business. So I would do things like e-com, construction, HVAC and plumbing, electrical. And I would join these groups and I would see people who need help and I would reach out to them for help. If they need loans, they need lending, they need money, because you want to reach out to people, get them on the phone and sell them a financial service that you can help them with. If you need help doing the actual financial services, you can look at some of the mastery products that we have about education, but I'm talking about how to get someone on the phone to get the money if you need to get paid by Friday and today is Monday and you ain't got no money to get to them. So the first thing is I would join Facebook groups here. How do you get in Facebook groups? So the first thing you do is you want to ask a question, right? So you ask a question to build engagement. You ask a question to build engagement. As a plumber, what are you using for lines of credit? What are you using for working capital? People will put in a bunch of different offers and they'll be like, oh, I don't really know. You're going to DM every single person, hey, I know you were looking to get money through this way. Well, if I can help you get a loan, can I get 1% of the proceeds, right? Hey, I knew we were talking about loans. If you borrowed loans, I actually help plumbing companies make more money. If I could show you how it would be worth a quick call, get them on the call, sell them a 6-week CFO intensive for $9,800, right? So you want to ask a question to get engagement. The whole idea of that is just so you can message these people individually. You might be like, hey, Charles, it's Spanny, blah, blah, blah. The situation is you have a week, you have no money, and you only have time, and you need to come up with $1,000 or more out of thin air. Do you want to eat? I know if I needed to eat, what would I do? I would get busy. So that's the number one is Facebook groups. I would go to Facebook groups, I would ask questions or create posts to get engagement. I would message every single person there and I would try and get them on a sales call to sell them whatever service that I could provide that I know with my knowledge or background of financial services, be it a tax plan, be it bookkeeping, be it an accounting, be it a restructuring program or CFO intensive or even a loan. So number one is Facebook groups. Number two, in-person events. So in-person can be anything from your Chamber of Commerce to BNI to local business meetups to even conferences and conventions. Right here, in-person. Here's the thing with in-person. In-person is high leverage, low scalability. So if you go, you need to be committed to getting a conversation with someone. Don't just ask for someone's business card and step away. Connect information with them, schedule an appointment with them to go over and see how you can help them. Now, when you go to in-person events, you want to make sure you're focused on people who actually have money, time, energy, and resources. You don't want to talk to the guy who's a one-person plumbing business when you can only sell financial services like fractional CFO with someone who's doing a couple $1 million a year. You want to avoid that guy. I'm sure he's a wonderful person. He's not a qualified prospect. So in-person events, here, this is quality over quantity. Right? So we have Facebook groups, in-person. Number 3 would be Instagram. Here's what I did. I would go on Instagram and I would post content about how I can make more money for HVAC companies or plumbers or e-commerce. Mine's e-commerce. So if I needed money tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, if you're an e-commerce business, you're probably paying too much on shipping. I'm giving away 5 free shipping audits, right? I save the client XYZ hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. That's true. Don't lie, right? But see what you can do. I'm going to get them on the phone. I'm going to go over their bills and be like, actually, I found out that you're actually losing money here, 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 and here. Well, I could solve that for you. And it's called fractional CFO. Are you interested in that? So I would send them messages, right? So every single person that follows you on Instagram, so we've got IG, you're going to DM all followers, all likes, and comments. And the whole idea is get people on a call. Get people on, I would draw a little phone, but I can't do that, on a call. Going through this system, what you're going to be able to do if you do this here, your goal, if you have 7 days to do so, 7 days, you're trying to drive 2 calls per day. 2 calls per day, that's 14 calls. That should equal, right, if you have a 20% close rate here, or about so, that should equal 1 to 2 new customers. I would sell them a $9,800 CFO intensive. And that's what I would do if I had 7 days, only time, no money to go through here. Ranked on all 3 of those. I would do all 3 of those. I would go to an in-person event. I would do Facebook groups. I would do Instagram. That's what I would do personally if I need to come up with $10,000 in the next 7 days as a fractional CFO. That's how to get someone on the phone and get to a conversation. That's not how to do the actual services. You're looking to do the actual services. I've got a whole bunch more training here on YouTube and everywhere else, or just check out my website at profitsurgegroup.com. This is what I would do if I had to start from zero with no money and I needed to get clients tomorrow.